Once upon a time, in a faraway land nestled between lush hills and clear streams, there lived a playful donkey named Benny. Benny was a bright-eyed and bushy-tailed creature, and while he was from a family renowned for their hard-working nature, Benny was more inclined to fun and frolic in the fields. One day, as Benny was trotting through the forest alongside his best friend, the mischievous squirrel named Squeaky, he stumbled upon something curious. It was a majestic lion's skin, abandoned and forgotten under a tangled bush. Benny's eyes lit up with possibility. "Look, Squeaky. Can you imagine wearing this and playing a trick on our friends?" he chuckled gleefully. Squeaky giggled at the idea, his whiskers twitching with excitement. "Oh, what fun we shall have. Everyone will think you're the mighty king of the jungle." Unable to resist a good pool of laughter, Squeaky helped Benny drape the lion's skin over his back. Once Benny was clad in the lion's majestic skin, he paraded around the forest. His hoofs clopped confidently as he roared, or rather, brayed, with all his might. Despite the unlikely roar, the forest creatures took notice. They saw the outline of the grand lion and heard the peculiar sound and scampered away in fear, believing the Lion King was angry. Benny relished in his newfound respect, and everywhere he went, critters would rush to hide. But there was one creature, the wise old owl named Oliver, who wasn't so easily fooled. As Benny strutted arrogantly near the tall oak where Oliver perched, Oliver took one long look, adjusted his spectacles, and hooted with amusement. "Oh, my dear Benny. You might don the skin of a lion, but I still hear the donkey inside," Oliver exclaimed. Embarrassed but not defeated, Benny ignored Oliver's words and carried on with his antics. Meanwhile, in another part of the forest, the truly fierce lion Leo came to visit his cousin, and he would occasionally hear the strange braying coming from Benny's part of the woods. Curious, Lion Leo decided to see this odd roar for himself. When Benny saw Lion Leo approaching, his knees wobbled like jelly. The real lion was much more formidable than any costume he was wearing. Leo frowned and looked up and down at this peculiar sight, bewildered by a lion sporting hooves. "Oh dear. I believe I found my missing skin." Leo laughed heartily, realizing what had happened. "But why, my friend, are you pretending to be someone you're not?" he asked in a kind tone. Benny, now on the brink of bursting with nervousness, finally confessed, "I wanted to feel what it was like to be mighty and strong like you, even just for a day." Lion Leo smiled warmly and said, "Strength is not just in the skin, but in being true to oneself." He gently removed the skin from Benny, wrapped it back around his shoulder, and gave a knowing nod to his newfound friend. Feeling sheepish, Benny realized that pretending to be someone else didn't make him any happier than his usual self. In fact, he missed the freedom of being Benny, the fun-loving donkey. From that day on, Benny embraced who he truly was and discovered that each creature, big or small, had their unique strengths. And so, in the kingdom of the forest, Benny was no longer just the playful donkey, he also became a beacon of cheer and honesty, winning hearts with his very own special kind of roar, one that was genuine and full of laughter. And that is how Benny learned that there's nothing wrong with being himself, because being oneself is what makes everyone special and loved in their own unique way. And the forest never lacked in delight and unexpected friendships.